You know why your life looks exactly the same as it did 6 months ago? Because every time life asks you to step up, you reach for a story about why you can't. You blame bad luck, unfairness, that's just how it is. And you never notice the pattern. Life moves on, and you stay right where your excuses keep you. You're not stuck because the universe is rigged against you. No. You're stuck because you built an identity around being the one things happen to instead of the one who makes things happen. Victim mentality isn't sadness. It's a habit of blaming, deflecting, and waiting. As long as your favorite role is the one who got done wrong, you'll never become the one who does something about it. Yes, I'm sure bad things happened to you. That explains your pain, but it doesn't excuse your passivity. Victim mindset is seductive because it lets you feel righteous and helpless at the same time. You're not behind because of what happened. You're behind because you turned your past into permission to avoid risk, responsibility, and discomfort. It's easier to be right about how unfair it was than to be wrong about what you could have done differently. That isn't protecting your peace. That's throwing away your future. Your life is a gym. Every day the universe puts weights on the bar, okay? Victim identity walks in, stares at the bar, and then gives a TED talk to the whole gym on why it's heavier for them. And then they call it being realistic. Nothing changes. Nothing ever changes. But the people who grow, they don't negotiate with the weight. They walk up, grab the bar, lift, even when it hurts. Some reps fail. Some days crush them, but they show up again. Because here's the truth you forgot. Strength isn't a prerequisite. It's a consequence. Power isn't something you get before you act. It's something you build by refusing to stay powerless. Listen, you're not a victim anymore. You're a winner. Blame feels satisfying, but it bankrupts your future. You cannot clutch your victim story and your dream life at the same time. Power begins the day you stop asking, why me? And start asking, what now? The version of you that wins outgrew the need to be pitied and became someone who can't be ignored. Let's get real. Victim identity doesn't begin because you were powerless. It begins because you accepted a story that told you you were. Somewhere along the line, you learned if I act small, hurt, or fragile, I get protection, attention, or escape, not because it was true, but because it was easier than owning your agency. That belief became familiar, it felt safe, and it gave you permission to avoid risk. It gave you permission to never grow. But it never protected you. It insulated you from the version of you that could win. Here's the truth most people will never say to you. You were never powerless. You were untrained in power. You can honor your wounds without building an altar to them. Identity is cause. The moment you stop narrating life as something that happens to you and decide, I am responsible for what comes next, your nervous system doesn't just heal. It rewires around capability, because when identity shifts, outcomes must follow. That's why you must embody and hold the state, because reality bends to the one who claims authorship. Stop repeating the how they did me wrong monologue. It's pathetic. Stop blaming your parents, exes, bosses, timing, odds, or fate. Calling I can't what is really I refuse to be uncomfortable. And stop waiting for the perfect apology, conditions, or moment to move. It's now. Start catching yourself mid-complaint and ask, what can I do about this today? Okay? Own all of your responsibilities and act like everything depends on you being responsible. Pick one domain, all right? Money, body, craft, relationship, wherever, and become ruthlessly accountable there. No stories, only behavior. You need to start getting used to holding yourself accountable. You need to do this. This will help you embody your state. You need to take action and surround yourself with people who challenge your excuses instead of feeding your weakness. If you surround yourself with people that say, yeah, it's not your fault, then you're surrounding yourself with people who are going to keep you down. If you want to elevate and you want to manifest, you need to take care of every area. You need to take care of your mental, your psyche. You need to get rid of this victimization and this victim behavior. Move as someone who refuses to introduce themselves as the one life hurt and act as the one who builds, okay? Ask yourself every day, would the version of me who already has what I want have handled today like this? Listen, you are not broken. You are over-identified with being the victim and under-trained in being the leader of your life. The world will gladly let you stay in that costume forever, trading your potential for sympathy, if that's what you so choose. Nobody is coming to rewrite this for you. The moment you drop the victim script and pick up responsibility, your life, your future gets a lot better. Discipline isn't punishment. It's proof you're done auditioning for your weakest self. Nobody is handing you the life you want. If you want it, step out of the role, step into the arena, and go take it. And don't forget, this wizard believes in you.